Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. It's your brother Elder Bishop Ayathan back at you with another video. Dub honors to the apostles. Shalom to the elect out there, to you brothers and your sisters out there watching. Just gonna be a quick video. I made a video yesterday going into the Doomsday Clock, and I made a statement referring to the Twin Towers, or the old, formerly known as the World Trade Centers, or Twin Towers. And I mentioned how they resembled a sun catcher. Well, actually, I said that it was a sun catcher because the way it was built and architected was so that the sun rises in between the towers and it would catch the gaze of the sun. And the reason I have this on the screen, what you see is this is a sun catcher, and this image just popped up as I was actually looking for buildings that were architected as sun catchers to catch the sun, and this is the first image that came up, and I said, what do you know, this looks like two towers. So Spirit said use this. So I'm gonna go switch tabs a little bit. So this is an image from the lesson yesterday that I did about the Doomsday Clock, and I was making reference to the image on the right, and I was noting how this resembled to me the former World Trade Center. Tower to the left, tower to the right, and the sun. This is a sun disk, the sun in the middle. So I said, you know what, this resembles the Twin Towers, you know, the old Twin Towers. And then I said that when the towers were taken down, that was symbolic to doing away with the old world order and ushering in the new world order. So I got some couple images. Like I said, this is gonna be quick. Just want to show some images. So this is an image this lady took. I think she was on a ferry, but this is the World Trade Center, formerly known. And as you can see, just as I said, the sun rises right in between the towers. Right in between. This is a sun catcher. And let me read the lady's what she said. Shit, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Slack it, give me a minute. What the hell I just did there? One moment, over here we go. Nope, that's not it. Okay. So this picture was taken by a lady returning on a cruise this past summer. It is a sunrise over Lower Manhattan. She writes, as I watched the beautiful skyline of New York City float past me, I noticed the sun was about to line up just behind the Twin Towers. I was lucky enough to snap the picture at exactly the right moment. If you look at the sun rays, it is almost prophetic, a little spooky. Now, the reason I want to read the caption is because she took the picture while returning on a cruise, and the reason why I want to bring out that point is because the purpose of a sun catcher, the sun catcher is people usually put those in their doorways or entrance to something as a protection against negative energy or unwanted forces. So the symbolism behind this is that the sun, Esau worships the sun, going back to Egypt. If you go to let me see, I got a photo here somewhere here. If you look at the old pyramids, they were built the same way. They were built so that the sun rises up over them. And when you look at the back of the dollar bill, this is exactly what you see. And in the back of the dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust." And the God they're talking about is Satan, which is what the sun represents. Also known as the Eye of Horus, which is what we're looking at here and what we see here, right? So they are worshiping the sun, and they are absorbing the energy. You know, they're absorbing satanic energy. Whoops. hold on, we'll try to bring that image back. Right, so that's what sun catchers do. They absorb the energy and they scatter the energy as a protection over the entrance or over the area. So this was set up as a protection, right? So when you enter the city of New York, this is the first thing you see. Also, you see the Statue of Liberty, which the Statue of Liberty is also is an idol, which is meant to protect the land of Esau from any unwanted energy. In other words, from retribution. You know, it's to protect their satanic enterprise, right? Which is just the New World Order. They want to protect it. Protected by who? By the demons, by Satan. So this is why they have idols all over the place. This is why they have Masonic symbols. All the buildings are the buildings in America, especially in these really metropolitan cities, you know, like where the stock exchange is, Washington, D.C. These cities where have a lot of energy. New Haven. You'll see a lot of idols, gargoyles, all the top companies. I'm not talking about small mom and pop shops. I'm talking about the large Fortune 500 and mega companies. All their logos are Masonic logos because they are. That is a representation or symbolism to them paying homage to Satan and asking Satan to protect them. This is why the Washington, D.C. is in the shape of a pentagram. When Esau does his rituals, he stands inside the pentagram. That, to what he believes, right, what the demons tell him, that affords him protection from unwanted energy. So that is what a sun catcher is, and this is why they put it between the Twin Towers. It was to protect their interests, protect their enterprise, protect their New World Order plans. Now, when it was time to usher in the New World Order, right, to do away with the Old World Order, because remember, after these were taken down, then the Patriot Act came in, and then the Patriot Act 2 came in, so on and so forth. Now we have Operation Warp Speed. This is when everything started snowballing at a quick rate, was after the Twin Towers came down. So after the Twin Towers came down, they built this here, the One World Trade Center, representing what? The New World Order, right? It's right there on the I know I'm gonna say it wrong. Matter of fact, let me just bring it up because I already know I'm gonna butcher it up. Oh man, I can't even say it. Let me just bring out back of dollar bill. Novus Ordo Seclorum, announcing the birth of the New World Order. And again, you see here on the top of the pyramid is a capstone, which represents the sun, right? This is why it's illuminated, because it represents the sun, which just says the Eye of Horus. Annuit Coeptus, announcing the birth, Novus Ordo Seclorum, New World Order. So that's what this represented, right? When you really check it out, it's this building here on the left. They took this one down and they just have this one here, which they rebuilt. But it's a single, right? Because it was a Twin Towers. This is the World Trade Center. Now it's just one, because they're bringing everything together. So it's a One World Trade Center now. It's not the Twin Towers anymore. It's one World Order. This is the same thing that they did in the Tower of Babel, right? In the Tower of Babel, they brought the whole world together, and one of the major instruments that allowed that to happen is because they were all speaking the same language, right? If you go to Genesis, I'm just going to go to the point. Let's start at 11:1 Genesis. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech, and it came to pass, as they sojourned from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to. Now remember, this is after the flood. and this is when the earth was repopulated again. It says, "Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make a name." And they were building a tower to reach up to heaven because they said to themselves that if the Lord ever flooded the earth again, that we're going to build a tower high enough to escape the flood. But the Lord said this time he's going to flood the earth with fire. And the fire is going to come from the heavens. So there's no escape. So what's Esau doing now? The way Esau is reaching up to the heaven now is not by the towers anymore, right? Is now he has space stations, right? So let's read on. It says, "And let us make a name, lest we scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language." And this, when you read this, all you think about is America. America, the great melting pot, where everybody comes, any language, any background, no matter what you worship, you come here and you help build up this corporation, this Babylon. This is why we call it Babylon. And there's nothing but confusion, and the Lord is not with that. When you read Deuteronomy 32, when you read the Apocrypha where it says the Lord separated the sons of Adam, when you read Deuteronomy 32, I believe it's verse 38, it says the Lord divided the inheritance, divided the lands. So the Lord created the earth so that people are divided, not intermingle, because when the heathen intermingle, this is what happens. They mastermind wickedness, just like now. And here now they have apps, where even if you speak different languages, you're really speaking one. Through these apps and through the internet, the whole world is one. I believe there's actually a language translation tool, let me see, called Babbel, I believe. Translator. Right. It's called Babbel. Babbel is able to take whatever you say, translate it, and speak it in a different language. Babbel makes it easy to hold a conversation with someone who speaks a different language without having to know the foreign language at all. Download and try yourself. So this is part of that matrix of the one world order. Everybody's speaking the same language, and they can all do that through the computers, through apps. So ultimately, the Lord is just going to destroy this entire place. He has to. So I think that was it I had on here. Let me see if I got anything up here that I wanted to bring out. So I got a little thing here about sun catchers and rituals. I'm not going to read it. I'll just read like the headings. So here, let me just read this. Sun catchers are a visually stunning ornament to beautify a space or room. They are the best placed in a sunny position, like the Twin Towers. They were in a sunny position, such as hanging in a window or in a garden area. As the sun rays hit, they will not just reflect, but catch the light, fragment, and scatter it around the room. And the room that we're talking about here is New York. See how it catches the light and is scattering it? Do you see that? But catch the light, fragment it, and scatter it around the room. A sun catcher has the ability to transform any space with what can be likened to dancing rainbows. So you know what? They took the original sun catcher that the Most High made, which is the rainbow. The rainbow is a display of the sun being caught and the energy being dispersed. And that energy was peace. The Most High used that rainbow to be a symbolic and to be a reminder how the Lord is going to keep his promise of not destroying the earth with water again. So Esau took that and he turned it into a profanity and created his own demonic sun catcher. Now you see why Esau is known as the devil and the wicked according to the Bible. So it says a sun catcher has the ability to transform any space with what can be likened to dancing rainbows. However, not only are sun catchers visually beautiful, they are also a powerful, energetic tool in spiritual rituals and feng shui. Right? I'm not going to read all this, but you know, so while the lights and colors are energizing and uplifting, the crystals are working alongside them to amplify this beautiful energy, right? Protection against negative or unwanted energy, balancing dark or chaotic energy. Yeah, so it's all witchcraft. So anyway, I hope this was edifying to you, brethren, and to you sisters out there. And I'm going to say shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash, shalom.